Oh, y'all. Oof, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my god. I was streaming on my phone and then I got a call and I think that messed up everything. Oh, thank you, David. Oh, I'm so sorry for my technical difficulties. I'm on my computer now, so hopefully it's better. Because I was on my phone and my end was like killing me. Oh man, I hope everybody comes back. Um, Lord. Oh Lord. I guess it only makes sense. It's my first time on YouTube Live, so I guess I had to go through it. Hi everyone. Hi Nathan. Hi Leah. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. Hopefully one day when my lives are gonna be like super good, you're gonna be like, do you remember on your first lives how you you were on mute and you did not to unmute yourself? Oh Lord. I'm about to start soon. I'm going to give everybody else a couple more minutes to see if they're going to be able to come. And if not, um, I will move on. Thank you, David. I'm going to give the others a couple more minutes, and if they come back, it's okay. I'm going to focus on the one that came from me, okay? Thank you all so much for sticking with me. Yeah, let's give them one more minute. It's 5:34. One more minute, and then we can move on and talk about what we came to talk about. All right, well, 5:35. So okay, let's be back. Go back. So as I was saying, I felt like Michael Darby not being there, it really made me realize how much I missed him in his drama, right? Ashley was just too much playing telephone, right? I mean, at the beginning she was cool, right? But then let me put my phone on do not focus on focus. At the beginning she was cool. I felt like she has a storyline which was her getting a divorce with Michael, but then she started caring more about what the other people were doing than her own stuff, right? Hi Claude, welcome back, thank you. Yeah, that's true, David. Michael was always a storyline. Yep. Hi Casey, welcome back. Yeah, it was always a storyline, and now that they're going through all the stuff that they're going through, there's nothing. Actually, I think that the biggest issue is not even what they're going through; is the fact that Michael doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be filmed. So him does not wanting to be filmed makes her working extra hard to get into everybody's business. And I'm going to be honest, I don't mind with what she's doing. The problem is that she doesn't even wait for the story to play out. Like, for example, the situation when Karen told her that about one mistress that looked like her, right? If you go back in that episode, Karen told her that she was going to tell Robyn. She told her, right? Because she told Karen, I have all this type of information and I cannot really sit on it that long, which I thought was honest of Ashley to say that. But then when but Karen told her, no, don't worry, I'm going to talk to her. So I don't understand why Ashley ran to talk to Wendy and it was where was it Wendy and Candice, and then right away went and talked to Robin. I felt like she's even want to wait for the story to play out. And that's when I was like, Ashley, you need to be demoted because obviously you're not even doing good at the stuff you're supposed to be good at. The second time where I felt like she wasn't doing a good job was um when she came on the last episode. Robin was trying on dresses for a wedding. We know she wasn't even gonna do all that, right? And Giselle and Ashley came to see her dresses. But if you really noticed, Ashley only came to give the news about Mia and Wendy doing things together, right? And as soon as she was done, she left. She didn't even really care about Robin and her dress stuff. And once again, it makes her not being very candid, right? You don't really believe what she's doing. Like you see a game too much. I feel like you gotta be a little bit better at it, right? Like, for example, Karen knew that by telling Ashley was going to go and tell the other. But wait a couple minutes, girl. Okay, let me look into what you're saying. Oh yeah, that too. Messiness is extremely biased, right? Because she wants to be friend with Robin and Giselle so bad, and that's one thing that I always wondered about those housewives. They all want to be friend with Robin and Giselle so bad. Even Candice would have done anything to be friend with those girls, and I'm like, why do you want to be in that group? They're only loyal to each other. They would never be loyal to any of you for whatever the reason are. Hi, Leah, Team Wendy and Karen. Well, we love Wendy and Karen around here. And to be honest with you, I love everybody. When I say I love everybody, right? I'm not one of those person that's like I'm against this person or I'm against this person. I've seen scene of Giselle with her children. It warms my heart because that's probably the only time when I like Giselle, right? I feel like all of those ladies, they can bring something to the show. The only person I never was really sure about was Robin. In the word of Nini Leaks, Robin is starless. I don't know if y'all saw that interview of Nini Leaks with the Breakfast Club. I think I even posted a short about it when she's reading about the latest Robin news and she's saying Robin is starless. I agreed with Nini Leaks, y'all. She's definitely starless. Robin is the only person in that cast so far that I was like, you know, I really like Katy. Well, outside of Charisse. Outside of Charisse, y'all, Charisse is the only person that I don't know. I feel like she's not bringing anything. But actually, Charisse at the beginning of the Potomac show, she was cool. She had a champagne room. She was supposed to be the rich black woman with the champagne room. And she was nice. It was nice. Like, I liked, what she was offering. But the Charisse that we have this season is a tired Charisse, right? So yeah, y'all, like I feel that I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next for RHOP. I hope that a lot of things are going to be shaked up. I don't know if y'all saw. Some people said that they want the producers to be like all like banned, like to change and have new producers and everything. Personally, I just think that. Well, I don't really want to give my opinion, but I would just say that I would like to see Giselle without a Robin. For one season, I want to see Giselle. I want to see how Giselle fares. I want to see what Giselle is going to do. And this is a good time to do it, right? Because now it is in the open. Giselle she been lying. She been lying about everybody's husband, but her own, but her ex, right? She's been lying about everybody else. And I want to see how she's going to do now that we all know what she's about. Like now you don't have no more husband to lie on, right? You don't have the Robin to your Batman. What you gonna do now? Hey, what is Nathan saying? Oh, I mean, okay, so I'm gonna give you my opinion on what Nathan said. Nathan said Charisse has been coming this season. She had a lot of tea about Karen. I'm going to give you my opinion, which I also gave in one of my past review. Charisse had a lot of tea about Karen, but the execution of the tea was bad, right? I feel like Charisse has a lot more going on for herself, but she only owed on that tea she had on Karen. And it's not enough for us to want to see Charisse back. See, now that she gave all her tea, what else does Charisse can give us, right? I wanted to know if Charisse still have the champagne room, if Charisse, how is Charisse living? How has it been since the last time that she has been, we've seen her on the Potomac Ladies? How is it, how are children doing? I remember she has two beautiful children, a boy and a girl. How are they doing, right? What are they up to? Are they dating? Can we see who their boyfriend, girlfriend are? Are you dating, Charisse? What are you about? And then on top of that, when they're done doing what they call character development, now you on top of all that, we now come and tell us all the tea you have on Karen. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. It wasn't. Yes, David, she has kids. She has two beautiful kids, a boy and a girl. And they're like, they're in age. I think her daughter might be 16, 17, and her son is in college. You know what I mean? That's when your kids are interesting anyway. Talk about, you being sad because your kids are not there. You like in a new transition in your life. Tell us about you. Make us like you. If things are not doing well, let us feel bad for you. Then on top of that, now come and tell us about the news with Karen. The way they did it was that, hey, Charisse is there. Charisse has news about Karen. Let's push it. That's all. And that's the reason why now that she gave the news, okay, girl, we done. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for your services. Yes, David. It would have been so. Yeah, for me, it would have been nice to see a family, David. I agree. And yes, Nathan. Charisse did come with a lot of tea, but the execution, in my opinion, was lacking. And that's why I don't care to see her, right? And I'm also there's another thing. Let's be real. Charisse presented herself on the first season of Potomac as a lady that of mean. I think her husband was like either a basketball coach or a football coach, something like that. She married rich. She was the real grande dame of Potomac, from what Giselle said, right? But that's not how she's been presenting herself, right? She's been presenting herself as somebody that is kind of tired. Like something is going on with her. Maybe it's depression. Whatever it is, I would have rather want to know what is going on with that, right? Why aren't you coming? Explain to us what you've been to. Let it be bad, let it be not bad. We would have made our opinion. But Charisse just came. She did just rely too much on Karen. And it wasn't enough because Karen now was like, well, I see your game. I see what you're trying to do. And I'm not going to give you the time. That is the only reason why we don't care about Charisse, because if Charisse wasn't talking about Karen, what else? And Karen is like, I don't want to film with you. I don't want to talk to you, right? And then the big scene that they were supposed to have together, Karen was just giving to her like, okay, you wanted the scene, here's your scene. Then what? Nothing. Yes, David, the tease felt spiteful. That's another thing. Let me tell you all about me, y'all. I watch the Real Housewives because I want to forget about my reality. Not that my reality is bad, but sometimes when you want to chill, you just want to laugh. You want to see people that you don't really relate to. You want to see, in my instances, I want to see ladies that are rich, that are funny. I want to laugh, right? You want to see a little bit of messiness, but you have to have the perfect recipe for the perfect cake, right? And Charisse brought a lot of pepper in a vanilla cake. And that stuff is disgusting. That's not what we want. You know what I mean? We want vanilla. We want cinnamon, And if you want pepper, it has to be like an hint. It has to be an hint of spice. And Charisse was just so spiteful, as you said, David. She was so spiteful, and that wasn't fun no more. And if I'm not going to have fun, I'm not going to watch it. right? I'd rather, that's why, and that's the thing, that's why some of those shows be so good. And it's also why we love Karen so good, so much. Because Karen, even when there's like some moments that might be real, she always, a delusion is so funny. Like she always find a way to make things funny. You know, like the scene with Robin when they were showing Mr. Blue Eyes, the picture, and Robin didn't want to show it to her. In real life, me, I would have been pissed. I would have already taken that phone out of her hand, right? And we can see that Karen is moved by it. Karen is moved by it, and she want to see the picture. You know what I mean? I think there's some truth to it, but that's another discussion, right? But then she was like, okay, what am I going to do? And then she decided to just turn the situation over and make it pure comedy. And that is the reason why we like Karen, right? Because she's strong like that. She's delusional like that, I guess. So yeah, your what else? Um Drop me your comments, y'all. I don't mind responding to anything y'all want to talk about the show. I just felt like what Robin did, Robin and Giselle did, they thought they were being smart, but then again, they showed that they were not. Oh, yeah, David. I feel like sometimes, when there's a rumor about something, sometimes there's a little bit of truth to it. Just a little bit of truth. And I don't know if you watched like Carlos King. He said that 90% of the real housewife, like the people that are married, 90% of them are in open relationship. And he said that he believes that Karen and there's a flyer. He believes that Karen and Ray might be in a, they may have something, an entanglement going on because Ray, is getting a little older and, he may not be able to perform the way Karen needs it. And that's what they have going on. And I don't think it would be far-fetched, y'all. Am I for this type of things? No, because I am a practicing Christian and I know right from wrong. But do I think that this is possible? Yeah, I do think it's possible. And Carlos King said that on one of his videos that I watched a couple weeks ago. And then on the last episode, the one that just passed, Mia said that too. Mia said, "Oh, what's going on, y'all? There's a fly." Anyway, I do not have food here, so I don't really know why. But yeah, I think that blue eyes might really be a thing. I think that blue eyes might really be a thing. And Karen, I mean, if you're taking notes like what's going on with Robin, I advise you either you tell the truth or you never say nothing ever. Never admit to nothing ever. Because Robin and Giselle thought that they were doing something right, but mm, and I don't know. So that's another thing now that we're at it and we're talking about it. Apparently, the rumor is that Robin is going to be on the next Watch What Happened Live, which is going to be on Sunday after the final episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And apparently, the two of them have been going back and forth, and Andy was extremely angry at Robin, and he may have fired her on the spot. Those are the latest rumor, y'all. Those are the latest rumor. And some of y'all might wonder why don't I want to like make a video about that and stuff like that. Is because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my channel. I really enjoy talking about the show and do the review, but I don't want to, do a bunch of things at the same time and then be all over the place, right? And then again, those are rumors, right? And I would not want to be in a situation where I make a video about a rumor, and sometimes, when you make those videos, you're so much into the thing, you're so much into it, and you really talk about it like you really believe it when you may really not be, right? And then Next thing coming up, the opposite thing of what you were saying in your channel happens, then that makes you, people are not going to believe you anymore, and that's kind of like one of my fear. I've seen it happen to a couple of YouTuber. I think there's that lady, if some of you know her name is Sharel's World. um um Sharel's World. She one time said that Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels were gonna get a divorce. And she was like, yeah, they're divorcing. For real. This is true. I have the news. I have everything. When I tell y'all, when they were making that video, it was a live, as they were making that live, Monique and Chris Samuel came up with a video saying they're not divorcing no more. And I'm like, child, I would I don't want it to be me. So let me see what you are saying. Nathan, the Green Eyed Bendy breakup. Ooh, yeah, that's some tea. I want to see that. Let them be friends in real life. We don't need them friend in the show. Let Giselle look for new friends. Let Giselle try to be friend with like Grandam. Let's see how like Grandam would treat Giselle if Giselle is in a position when she needs her. Do you remember how the Grandam was behaving at the beginning of Potomac? Like Grandam was not that likable. I'm just saying. At the time when she was telling us Ray was the Black Bill Gates, she was not that nice. I don't know if y'all remember, but she was not that nice, especially to Giselle. What is David saying? I heard about it, but I don't know if he would fire her like that so publicly because that seems all unprofessional. Yeah, I agree. That seems very unprofessional. And I feel like Andy is too smart and too calculated to do such a thing. That's just me. I feel like Andy is a very calculated person, and it takes a very smart individual, very calculated individual to be able to create what he did with the Housewife franchise on Bravo. You know what I mean? Like we are at a level where Andy Cohen might just own Bravo. Because most of his shows are on Bravo, right? So I wouldn't even be surprised if he owns the channel, So yeah, I would be I'm not thinking that he did it, but it seems like it was very tense back and forth. And we will be watching. I mean, I will be watching for y'all. So for those of you that don't watch, I will make a video about it. Probably gonna make a reaction video so that we can, react on it together. But yeah, that's the news. That's the latest news. The trailer came out. I've not watched the trailer yet for the reunion. In the previous live I made, the one like where I got muted, I was saying that I was thinking about making a reaction video to it, but then I'm kind of afraid to, talk too much of the same thing and y'all are not as interested. So I'm probably going to drop like a message in my community post and ask y'all if y'all want a reaction video out of me. I'm not going to watch the trailer if I have to do a reaction because I want my reaction to be genuine, right? I don't want to watch it 20 times, then I'll be like, and it's not real. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to drop something when we're done with this live, and I'm going to post it for you all, and you can vote and let me know. Because it seems like you all like it when I give your options, right? Y'all don't really. Claude said reaction, please. Okay. Well, that's already one vote that I have. I'm gonna keep it in mind. Thank you, Claude, for letting me know in the comments. Y'all don't really like to write. Every time I be posting a community post where I don't give your options, y'all like. Only like David and Nathan, out of like the people that are here right now, would like literally leave me a comment. Those are like the two people that I know are going to leave me a comment. Like everybody else, whenever I post stuff and I just want to hear your opinion, like I had a community post when I was asking y'all, when I was celebrating 4,600 subscriber. Thank you all for subscribing to me. And I was like, what do y'all want to see from me and stuff? And y'all didn't even answer. But I know that if I said more videos, click, or more reaction, or a live, that's when people would click. But when it's time to write, nobody want to write. So yeah, what else do I have? Um, yeah, I think that's all I have, y'all. I think that's all I have. It's been a lot. Oh yes, yeah. So yeah, I haven't seen the trailer. I would have wanted to talk about it, but I didn't watch it. So yeah. Yeah, I mean Potomac like took us on a ride, y'all. It took us on a ride. Um, what else do I plan on reviewing? I'm going to review Real Housewives of New Jersey. I have not watched it in a long time, y'all. So I've been watching the previous season just to, know what's going on. So whenever the new season starts, it's actually going to start next week. I'm like up to par, and I can come up to you with like some reviews. When Real Housewives of Atlanta is gonna come back, I'm gonna review it. I heard that they're done filming, so that's gonna come back. I'm gonna give them another chance. Last year, I started reviewing like I did like clips review, so I would like post like the parts of the show that was like the most shocking part, and I would talk about it. But then I was so how can I say? I was so bored with Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. I was so bored. Like I want Phaedra back. I want Nini back. I can go without Kenzie. I love me some Kenzie, but y'all, I want Portia back, y'all. I want like the original. I want the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast when Real Housewives of Atlanta was Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, Claude. Claude says she likes New Jersey. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it. And I want to tell you something. I went back and I checked like the Real Housewives franchise with like that has like the most views and stuff like that. Real Housewives of New Jersey has been top two for like years, and now I understand why. Y'all know why Real Housewives of Jersey are top two? Outside of the fact that the white ladies and the more white ladies in the world that probably have time to watch those shows, the other reason is because those ladies are real. They're real as hell, and they're delusional, like, and they're funny. They have everything, and I'm like, why did I ever stop? Why did I ever stop? I'm one of those people that really love like Teresa. Teresa is crazy, y'all. Like, I love her story. She went from, you know, being married, having the perfect life, having her kids, to her husband acting a damn fool, to her going to jail, to come back from jail, and then that lady is now engaged and is about to get married. Y'all. Those New Jersey lady Claude is saying they're a hot mess. They are a hot mess, and I love it. And they make me laugh, and they're crazy, and I love them. And we also have Beverly Hills, of course, love them. Lisa Rinna is gone, y'all. I'm so excited about it. I'm wondering who's going to replace her. At some point, I heard that Brandy Glenville was going to replace, but I'm like, I'm not a fan of Brandy. Like, no, I want Carl's sister back. That's what I want back. I want Carl's sister back because when Carl's sister, like, I want all three sisters. I want all the Richard sister there. Oh yes, David. I was so tired of Lisa. So tired. See, Lisa was lying, right? Lisa was lying. Lisa was doing the most, and that's why she's gone. And you know what? It also makes me feel good because a lot of the reason why sometimes all those things are happening is because of people on YouTube, giving our opinion, saying how we feel and everything. Those people, they be watching the videos like of like probably the top YouTube commentary people. They be watching them. They go in those comments. They're watching. And they make changes based on what they're hearing. That's why our voices are so important. What is Nathan saying? New Jersey don't play. I like Teresa. She's an OG and did the flipper table. That's what made the that show. Yep, that's true. I remember that. I do. Yeah, Teresa. Delusional level 100%. And I was watching. So I'm watching. I'm like catching up, and I'm like, girl, that lady hasn't changed a bit. Her daughters are like grown now, teenagers. She went to jail. And she's still delusional. And it's so funny to see her because she knows exactly how to do, she knows exactly how to act. When she's talking to a new fiancé, she's like, don't say nothing, the camera out there. Hey, I'm mic now. She's very controlled, she's very smart, and she knows what people want to see. And I mean, that's why New Jersey is doing really, really good. I think the number uno is, I think it's between Beverly Hills and New York. And honestly, I stopped watching New York when Bethany Frankel left because she was another one. That one was another one. Bethany Frankel was something else. I think I stopped watching when she left because at some point I was watching, especially at the time when she had all that those businesses of hers going on. She had the skinny tea. I think was it tea? She has the skinny girl alcohol, the skinny girl stuff, you know. Claudie said RIP to New York. I don't know. I think they're still putting up views, y'all, especially whenever they had the first black woman on the show and they were making it a big deal. I'm like, what? Why are you making it a big deal? Because you're the first black woman on the show. You're living in New York. You want to tell me there's no rich black people living in New York? Ah. Claudie said Bethany was another Teresa. She was a hot mess. I liked Wolo. Oh yeah, I liked her. Totally delusional. 100% delusional, but she was also very smart. And I really enjoyed seeing her trying to scale a business because her business did really, really good. I think she ended up selling it though, but I'm sure she sold it for a lot of dough. What is Nathan saying? Oh yeah, Ramona announced that she's done with New York. She turns in her apple. Oh no, Ramona was another one. She was good, y'all. She was really good. See, we like this type of housewife, you know, the crazy, delusional, playful, rich, you know, with the personality, you know, like that we love to hate, right? But we love them too. That's the one we want. Potomac, honestly, I feel like Karen is saving y'all. Karen, Candice was the MVP of Potomac season 7. Y'all cannot tell me nothing. I was never a big fan of Candice. Candice was always that girl I wanted to like. Okay, before I move on to Candice and the shenanigans, let me see what y'all are writing. Didn't Ramona get fired? Wasn't the story just to save face? I don't know. Honestly, Nathan is going to have to be the one answering that question because I really stopped watching New York a long time ago. But hey, if some of you want review from me, I'm going to make sure to do my homework and go back and watch the previous season so that if I decide to review them, I'm not like, you know, trying to figure out who is who, you know. But yeah, I was saying Kansas is the MVP of Potomac. I'm not arguing with none of y'all. I'm not arguing with nobody. Kansas is the MVP of Potomac. I always wanted to like her, and I always had difficulties to like her until this season. Honestly, Kansas is no number uno. Like she's the MVP. She gave the line. You know, from the beginning, she gave. You know, she was so good. I really enjoy Dr. Wendy too. Dr. Wendy is one smart cookie. She's one smart cookie because Mia tried to really get her into trouble, but you know, she was able to. We learned why Dr. Kenzie, what do I say, Dr. Kenzie? See my head? We learned why Dr. Wendy is Dr. Wendy, right? Dr. Wendy knows what she says. And the reason why I'm saying that is because at some point, I think it was on the last day in Mexico, whenever she had to go back and forth with Mia again, and Mia was talking about, you accused my husband of being gay, and she was like, nah, I didn't say your husband was gay. I accused you and your husband to sleep with men and women. You the one that thought I said your husband sleep with men. It could have been you sleeping with men when your husband is sleeping with women. I did not say that your husband was gay. I was like, this is why Dr. Wendy is Dr. Wendy. Don't play with her. Oh, yes, David. I definitely support my fellow African. I am not Nigerian, but I'm a neighbor. I'm from Cameroon. So, you know, I understand, definitely. But yeah, she's just a smart woman, likable woman. I like all of them. I feel like what they should do for the next season is that Wendy, Dr. Wendy, Karen, Candice, they need to work on their friendship so that they can be just as tight as Giselle and Robyn. Because the truth of the matter is that we don't like Giselle and Robyn, but the reason why they're still there is because they're loyal to each other. Right? They're loyal to each other. When all those other ladies be trying to be part of their group, they're the lamest, but because they have that confidence, because she has that confidence, people, because they have that confidence, people want to join them. You know what I mean? And nothing to Giselle and Robyn. They don't even seem interesting. I wonder what they talk about. You know, when it's just the two of them. What are they talking about? Personally, Karen, Dr. Wendy, and Candice are way more interesting. Without even trying. They don't need to lie. They don't need to say that XYZ husband looked at them. They're just being themselves. And it works. So why not work on their allegiance? And if I was Ashley, I would go over there too. Because Ashley, you're just a domino. They're just using you. They're just using you to do the dirty work. What are y'all saying? Okay, Nathan. Okay, so Claude, Nathan answered you. So Claude was asking if Ramona got fired. And Nathan said that he doesn't know if she got fired. Maybe she did. It was announced she was leaving. And the articles are saying she's never been happier. Kenya is happy that she's leaving. Okay. I'm going to do my research and let Claude know next time I do a live. What else, y'all? Man, I didn't even know. We're like almost with over an hour, right? I think my first live was what, 25 minutes, and we're at 36 minutes. I didn't know I could speak that much, but then again, I'm not surprised because I love talking about the Real Housewives, and I'm so thankful for you all interacting with me. So thankful. And you all let me know, y'all. Y'all let me know how you want my lives to be. Like, what do you like from me? What do you want to see? You know, it really, really helps me because my goal is really to be able to, talk to you all and discover new show. You know, if there's any shows that y'all are watching that I'm not reviewing, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead, and watch the show too, be entertained, have a good life, and come to you. You know, I created this channel at a very, very hard time of my life. And YouTube has just been for me to like meet people that like to talk about the housewife with me, Thank you, David. David said that he definitely enjoyed this live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for participating. I'm so thankful. I'm going to continue to post on the community post so that you can all let me know the stuff that you want to hear from me. I'm working hard on my YouTube. My YouTube is like my baby right now. It actually is my baby. I would like that 1 year from now, whenever you see my shows, whenever you see my live or whatever I'm doing, you're telling me how you can see the improvements. Let me just say that. Ooh, David is asking if I'm going to review the Queen of A&B with Escape and SWV. I want to. I do. I will definitely be watching, and it is definitely on my radar. I saw that the trailer came out, and I'm probably going to do a trailer reaction too. So be on the lookout for that, David. Okay, so if I do not have any more question, y'all, I'm going to end this live, and I'm so thankful, y'all. I'm so thankful for you all for coming, and I will see you all next time. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye. And I'm going to end it now. So if anybody wants to say something, I'm going to give you a minute. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.